Hey, how y'all doing? It's your boy Greg again with another video. So here we're gonna talk about. It's mostly gonna be about the All Star game, but it's really gonna be about just the NBA in general and just how every day they make it so much harder to defend. Like it's for me. I've been an NBA fan since 1991. When I was 7 years old, I fell in love with the NBA. I fell in love with Michael Jordan. Saw the Michael Jordan beat the Lakers in seven. Didn't even know really like everybody. Just knew Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Scottie Pippen. Didn't really know maybe Horace Grant. Didn't really know a lot about the NBA, but I love the athletes, love the competitiveness, and I was hooked after that. Just love like NBA and college basketball. It was just a great time to be a child, and just you just look forward to just watching these athletes on TV. It was amazing, man. Fast forward it to now, and like I said, I've been watching the NBA for a long time. So it's like, I remember the All Star game in 92, 93, 94, 95, all throughout the 90s. The All Star game was not like, balls to the wall. People were like, you know, diving for loose balls all the time or anything like that. But it was pretty competitive. You could tell dudes were playing hard. In fact, honestly, there were people probably diving for balls back then. Like it was a both sides wanted to, East West, they wanted to win the game. Yeah, somebody got a big lead. Okay, they maybe coasted at the end, but they gave you a good show most of the time. It was a pickup game, but it was competitive. And honestly, you know what the worst thing that they could have done was, um, these NBA players, they play over the off season, right? And they play in these little summer leagues to like kind of keep in shape and do all that. So when they do that, you see that they're trying hard, and they're putting up 40 points and 50 points. They're going pretty hard, for like an exhibition Drew League summer tournament. It's pretty it's pretty amazing to watch. But then you go to the All Star game, and it's like nobody wants to do any of the events. Nobody wants to do the best athletes don't want to do the dunk contest. They'll only do the 3-point shooting contest because that's like so easy for them, dude. And I don't understand why people only want to do these type of events, man. Like you got Mac McClung for the third straight year in the G League, and he's winning this dunk contest, and nobody in the NBA wants to challenge this guy. Like nobody who's like a serious dunker wants to challenge. Like, yo, it's embarrassing that nobody's taking it up for the league and just saying, man, it's embarrassing that this guy who can't even make the league is beating every NBA player. There's no NBA player who can dunk better than this kid. That's really unbelievable to me. It talks about, and it really honestly shows the lack of competitiveness in the league right now. No disrespect to Matt McClung. I remember him when he was a prospect. I remember when I watched him at Georgetown. I watched him at Texas Tech. He's a good player. Obviously, he can't make the league, so he's not a pro, but he could jump. He could jump with anybody, and he's not really a great in-game dunker, but he obviously is a great slam dunker. And I would have loved to see him go against an Aaron Gordon or a Zach LaVine, but unfortunately, those guys put in their time, and they deserve a break. Like there's no reason for them to really come back. Aaron Gordon, in my opinion, won 2 times and got screwed twice, so I know he'll never want to come back. And Zach LaVine, that he won twice. So the NBA is just in a really bad place right now. A really, really bad place. It's just, and then you want to go into this All Star game. They changed the format, which I don't understand why they did it. But, and everybody's killing the new format. And they're saying, oh, we need to go back to East West or whatever. Fine, let's go back to East West. But why does it matter? Because the players don't play hard. They were if you watched it, it was a joke, man. Like I'm sorry, like I watched it, and there was a lot of other problems with the new format. I get it. There was a lot of people talking. There was a lot of not a lot of basketball being played. You know what? Whatever, man. They're making it sound like when they actually did play basketball, it was a good show, and it wasn't. The the last play of the game that sealed it for one of the for was it Team Shaq? You know, Alferen Sagoon supposed to be playing defense. He lets this guy backdoor him for an easy layup to get to win the All Star game, and it was just like ridiculous. It was just like, yo, why exactly should anybody be watching this stuff if y'all not going to play no defense whatsoever? Like no defense whatsoever. It's a pickup game. It's not a big deal if you just like slide your feet and try to play somewhat competitive defense. I what happened to the mentality of when I step on a basketball court, I'm trying to win this game. It doesn't make any sense how these dudes are like trying to compete. Not to mention LeBron, who say what you want about LeBron, he's a headliner. People still want to watch him play. He goes to the All Star game. Everybody thinking he's gonna play. He announces like 3 hours before the game, "Oh, I'm not gonna play," and my ankle's messed up. Anthony Edwards is the same thing. If you guys knew that you weren't gonna play, why did you go? This is like this is the epitome of why the fans are just walking away. This happens way too often. They don't care about the fans. Look, if you're hurt, you're hurt. Fine. Go sit out. Nobody would have liked it, but go sit out and let somebody else play that somebody else wanted to see. A Norman Powell, whoever that you would have put in the game that somebody else wanted to see. If you don't want to play, it's absolutely crazy, and it's just one thing after another with the NBA where they're just showing that they just don't care about the fans, man. There's a lot of stuff going on with the actual game that people are tired of. Like I said, this LeBron Anthony Edwards thing where people are just sitting out of games and nobody knows why, and they're just coming up with these excuses at the last minute because people just don't want to play in these games. It's just crazy, and it's embarrassing. It's really getting embarrassing. It's getting to the point where it's like, you got people like Jason Whitlock trying to make claims that the WNBA is a better product than the actual NBA. And it's ridiculous, obviously, that you would even compare the two. But you know what I don't see these ladies doing? You know what I don't see these women doing? Not yet, anyway. Is that I don't see them sitting out games that they should be playing. I don't see them saying, "Oh, well, I need to take a rest. I need to take a rest day." They actually still seem like they actually care about basketball, which I'm not seeing enough of in the NBA. I'm sorry. It's just the truth. It's really bad right now. Yeah, man. So at this point, look, I don't know how much money they're gonna make. I don't know what the ratings are gonna be, but at some point, you got to say when is enough enough, man? Because your reputation is just getting worse and worse with every single event with the league. Like, when do you say if you're Adam Silver, when do you say I gotta shut this down? I gotta shut this event down because every single time we host it, it just keeps digging us a hole, and it just keeps slapping our fans in the face, and they're walking away. They're walking away Like I keep thinking that this can be solved if like with the next great superstar, the next great whatever. Victor Wembanyama came in and he's here now, and you know what? He's not helping anything. Cooper Flag is going to come next year, most likely. He's not going to help anything. He's not going to help it. Cooper Flag is a mega athlete. Probably got a 35 to 37-inch vertical. He's 6'8", 6'9". He's going to be one of the best athletes in the league. If he comes to the All Star break and he says, "I don't want to do the dunk contest," you're this. It's just not like. Why are you having it? Why are you having it? Just shut it down. You might as well just get rid of the dunk contest. Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon are probably the last two decent players that actually probably want to do the dunk contest and are actually good at it. And are actually good at it. There used to be athletes that just were natural dunkers and they just wanted to show off their talents, man. Used to have at least 4 or 5 new faces every. 3 or 4 new faces every year that would come into the league, and it was just something special to watch. And now you used to have Kobe Bryant doing a dunk contest. You used to have Steve Francis, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter. Like these are the type of names you were getting at the dunk contest, and now nobody wants to do it. LeBron James, one of the greatest athletes that the NBA ever seen, didn't do one dunk contest. Dwayne Wade didn't do one dunk contest. Like, what are we doing here? So I'm sorry. And look, some people like the 3 point shooting contest. The 3 point shooting contest is boring to me. I've never been a big fan of it. It's stupid, and it's it's dumb to me. Then you get to the All Star game, and people are taking 40-foot threes. They just don't get it with the threes, man. It's just like that's not what we want. I don't want to see that. I want to see matchups where it's one on one. I want to see the best big men go at each other. I want to see the best wing players go at each other. I want to see the best point guards try to guard each other. And they never do it. They just chuck threes up all day. That's and then with the trash defense they're playing, absolute trash defense they're playing. How are you turning the ball over as much as you're turning the ball over? That's insane to me. It's just like, what are you doing? Why would anybody want to watch that? In comparison, right? And I don't mean to get off topic a little bit, but it's just like, yo, they're so lucky that nobody likes hockey in this country. Because if it was anywhere close, everybody would watch hockey. Because you just had in the 4 countries tournament, Canada versus USA in the final. Canada's booing the crap out of our national anthem. And you know what the United States and you know what the United States did? They dropped gloves and they fought 3 of Canadians' biggest, toughest players to let them know that we don't appreciate you booing our national anthem. That is having the heart of a fan. That is representing the fans and showing that you care about the fans. Because that booing of the national anthem has been going on for like a month now. And I, for one, have been sick and tired of it. And the fact that I know that the players care about that as much as I do, that is awesome to see. But the NBA players are just so detached from like the regular fan. They don't care about the fans no more. It's so obvious they don't. I just don't know. I'm just wondering if it's even worth defending these players anymore. I'm wondering if it's even worth defending these players anymore. And it's really sad for me to say that because I love the league. I try to really like these players, but I can't, man. It's just like they don't care about you. They get invited to the All Star game. They bitch and moan about how, oh, I don't get to go home. I have to be at the All Star game. Then they go to the All Star game and they give a half-ass effort. I just wish Adam Silver would shut this crap down because I'm tired of it. No, I don't want to see this no more. I've been not wanting to see. The only reason why I even saw it today was because I was at a sports bar. Otherwise, I wouldn't even have watched it again. Because the only time I would ever watch, I haven't watched. The only time I even watch anything is for the dunk contest. And even that's just so bad now. Like they can't even find two decent dunkers most of the time. Like I said, they better thank the lucky stars that Zach Levine and Aaron Gordon, especially Aaron Gordon, after what he did in 2016 and 2018, that they even have a dunk contest. Because if it wasn't for those two, nobody would even care about the dunk contest like they do. Because every year it's the same thing. It's maybe one guy that's good, and then there's not even like a competitive thing going on. Everybody else sucks, not taking it seriously, doing whatever they're doing because you guys are all great athletes. And if they took maybe 25 minutes after practice to practice their dunks, they'd probably get a good show. But they don't even do that. They just basically probably just cram time in before the thing, and they don't even know what they're even going to do, and they're messing things up. It's ridiculous, man. And it's so, and like I said, this is for the younger viewers because for me, whatever, the season goes on, I'm rooting for my team. I'm still trying to see competitive playoff basketball, which is fine. But man, I tell you right now, if I was younger, if they would have played like this, if they would have performed like this when I was a kid, I wouldn't have liked basketball. I wouldn't have never liked basketball. And it's the same thing with football. I remember when they actually gave you a real tackle football game in the Pro Bowl. Now they're playing flag football. But you know what? Unlike the NBA, the NFL still has a strong fan base. So I guess they can still do that nonsense and somehow get away with it. The NBA is crumbling, man. It is crumbling. It is on life support. It is not doing well. I don't care what the media contracts say. You cannot tell me that people are watching this and they are enthused by what they are seeing from a night to night basis. There's a lot of problems with the NBA right now. And that's not to say that the WNBA is better. It is not. It's terrible compared to the NBA. But at least the women seem like they care somewhat. At least they're not missing games. At least they're not whatever. They complain a lot. They're divas. They don't make no money. But you know what? Right now, it looks like they care a hell of a lot more than the guys do. A lot more. They just gave you this big one-on-one tournament, and I didn't watch it, but from the clips I saw on SportsCenter, that looked pretty damn fun. And you know they'll never do that in the NBA because these people have pride issues and they have I don't want to get hurt. But that would have been a great idea. It's better than what I've been seeing. Man, I tell you, this league is in trouble, and I've been saying it for a while. I have if you watch any of my videos, you know some of the issues that I have with the league. But man, the league, this is just a general cry for help. This league is in trouble. Please, somebody help this league out because it is on life support. Life support. Okay? Like it's not good. LeBron, you gotta do better than that, man. Anthony Edwards, you gotta do better than that, man. If you care about this league and not just the money you make, you got to do a little bit better than this. You can't do that and say all of a sudden I don't want to play. You knew you didn't want to play. You could have done this maybe if you had some credibility with the league, with the fans, and you say, you know what, LeBron, he probably tried to give it his all and he just couldn't make it, whatever. But you guys with this player management nonsense, man, it just looks really bad when you do that in the All Star game. Anyway, I don't know what else. I don't know how much I can really harp on this or whatever. So I'm just gonna end it here. But man, I love this game. I love the league. It's just not coming from a person who doesn't try to watch basketball. I love watching basketball, but y'all got to do better than this, man. You got to do better than this. Otherwise, you deserve what you get, man, because this is bad basketball, bro. You can't do this no more. I'm begging y'all, man. You got to do better than this. Otherwise, the commissioner has to put his foot down on some of these things. You can't have these player partnership type leagues anymore, man. You got to put the foot down for the fans and say, do something with the contracts, do something with the style of play. A lot of things got to change with this league if you want this thing to survive, because it's not. This league does not have the way it's going. It does not have 10 years left. It does not. Okay, there's not no basketball uh, phenomenon coming 10 years down the pike. I know who's coming down the next 2 or 3 years. There ain't nobody coming right now that's gonna save this league right now if y'all don't get this thing together. That's my cry for help, man. I don't know what else to do. I feel like I care about this league a little bit more than some of these players and these commissioners do, because this is bad, bro. This can't keep going the way it's going.